Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss the types of partners and joint into family business, meaning and its merits and demerits, and also the features of the joint into family business. Now we have to discuss one by one. First of all, we have to discuss the type of partners. The type of partners as follows: number one, active partners; number two, sleeping partners; number three, nominal partners; number four, secret partners; number five, partners by holding out or or partners by estoppel. Active partners who take active part in partnership business are known as active or actual partners. They are full-fledged partners in the real sense, since all the parties concerned deal with them. They have to inform the public if they retired from the business or from the firm. Then come to sleeping partner. Those partners who invest their funds as capital in the firm but do not take active part in the management of the business is known as sleeping partner. The liabilities of the sleeping partner also unlimited, and they also take his share of profit from the business and suffer the loss of the business. Then nominal partners, those persons who allow a firm to use their names as a partner to have more creditability but do not contribute to their capital and does not participate in the management are known as nominal partners. Such person may not be share of profit or loss of the business. Then come to secret partner. Those partners who are partners in the real sense but their association as partners of the firm is kept secret are known as secret partner. Their liability is unlimited and they also take his share profit from the business. And last is your partners by holding out or estoppel. Those persons who are not partner of a firm but create an impression among the public that they are partners of the firm are known as partner by holding out. They would liable for the liability if any party has given them funds by treating them as a partner. Now come to the third type of form of business, that is your joint undivided family business or Hindu undivided family business. Hindu undivided family business means a form of organization in which the family possesses some inherited property and the karta of the family manage its affairs is known as Hindu undivided family business or joint Hindu family business. The business which is carried on by joint Hindu family is known as joint Hindu family business. We have to discuss the meaning or merits of demerits of the joint Hindu family business. All the merits and demerits, if you combine together, all are the features of the joint Hindu family business. So there is no need to discuss the features of the joint Hindu family business. We have to discuss the merits and demerits. All the merits and demerits are the features of the joint Hindu family business. You have to discuss now the merits of the joint Hindu family business. Number one, easy formation. Number two, effective control. Number three, stable existence. Number four, limited liability of members. And number five, increased loyalty of managerial talent. Now, easy formation of undivided family business is quite easy, as family members have a right in the inherited property by birth. For establishing and running the business, no legal formalities are required. Then effective control. Karta has the sole right of deciding business matters. His decisions are binding on other members. As a result, the control remain effective. Karta, the senior most member of the family, and as for the joint Hindu family business, Karta or the head of the family members is the member for managing the business affairs. Then stable existence. Hindu undivided family business has a stable existence because death or other form incapability of family members does not affect the existence of business, as the property jointly owned by the concerned members passes to his heir. Then limited liability of members except Karta. The liability of all members are limited. They are only liable to pay the inherited property, but they have not utilized their personal property for the settlement of the business debts. And last is your increased loyalty of management talent. In the Hindu undivided family business, there is a possibility of increased loyalty of family members in the business. Similarly, managerial ability of the family members may be pulled together. Now we have to discuss the demerits of joint Hindu family business. Limited financial resources, unlimited liability of Karta, dominance of Karta, limited managerial ability, lack of relationship between liability and reward. Limited financial resources. The financial resources of Hindu undivided family may be limited, which may be used as capital of the business. Similarly, borrowing capacity of the business remain limited also. Unlimited liability of Karta. There is a unlimited liability of Karta. This puts undue pressure on him. In the case of business insolvency, the pressure becomes almost unbearable in many cases. Then dominance of Karta. Hindu undivided family business is dominated by Karta. He may be impose his wishes, either desirable or undesirable, on other family members. This may result in dissatisfaction among other members, which may lead to division of the family property. Limited managerial ability. Karta often works as a director in the business matters. His managerial ability may be limited. Pooling of managerial talent of other family members is affected by this approach. And last is your lack of relationship between liability and reward. Karta is responsible for managing business affairs along with unlimited liability. However, the share in profit remain equal to other co-partners. Thus, there is a mismatch between liability and reward. This is about your merits and demerits of the joint Hindu family business. All merits and demerits, if you combine together, these are the features of the joint Hindu family business or undivided Hindu family business. This is about today, and we have to discuss the cooperative society and joint stock company in the next period. Thank you. Have a nice day.